Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is ZULAIKHA binti SAFIRUN. My nomometry is 2023262176. So now I want to present about the introduction of Petronas Chemical Group Berhad Company. On Malaysian-based Petronas Chemical Group Berhad is an integrated chemical company with a combined annual production capacity of 50.4 million metric tons. Our principal business activity involves the production, marketing and distribution of a wide range of chemical products such as methanol, olefin, polymers, fertilizers and other basic and derivative chemical. Chemical and derivative fertilizers and methanol are among the company segment. A number of olefin and polymer products which serve as basic feedstock for other good to intermediate products, including basic and higher performance chemicals, are manufactured and marketed within the olefin and derivative business. Besides, a variety of nitrogen, phosphate and compound fertilizers are produced and marketed under the fertilizers and methanol division, along with activity pertaining to specialized chemical is also include port service operation, which give the company infrastructure for product delivery. So that's all from me to introduction. I will pass to next presenter.
First, I will present about the liquidity ratio of the company. Before I get into the calculations of liquidity ratio, I will tell first what is liquidity ratio. Liquidity ratio are an important class of financial metric used to determine a debtor's ability to pay off current debt obligations without raising external capital. Liquidity ratio measure a company's ability to pay off debt obligations and its margins of safety through the calculations of metric, including current ratio and quick ratio. Current ratio is defined as the ratio that calculates the proportions between the current asset and current liability. It is useful for finding the ability of the firm to meet its current obligations. Meanwhile, quick ratio is defined as the ratio that calculates the proportions of the most liquid current asset and current liability, and it is useful for determining the ability of firm to meet any urgent requirement. Okay, now let's look at the calculations of liquidity ratio. For 2017, where the current ratio equals to 42.21 ratio, the current asset is 3,672 millions divided by current liability 87 millions. We can interpret that for every 1 ringgit of their current liability, the company has 42.21 of their current asset to repay the current liability. Next, for the quick ratio, the ratio is the same as the current asset because in that year, the company did not have any prepayment or ending inventory to deduct from the financial statements. In addition to that, for the year 2022, the current ratio for the company is equal to 2.10. Their current asset is 3,150 million divided by the current liability 1,502 million. We can interpret that for every 1 ringgit of current liability, the company has RM 2 ringgit 10 cents of their current asset to repay the current liability. Next, for the quick ratio, in 2022, their current asset minus ending inventory minus prepayment is equal to 2,950 million divided by the current liabilities 1,502 millions. Thus, we can interpret that for every 1 ringgit of their current liability, the company has RM 1 ringgit 96 cents of their current assets to repay their current liability. Therefore, you can analyze that the company's current ratio in 2017 is 42.21, while in 2022, the company's current ratio is 2.1, which is 40.11 less than the previous year. This shows that the company's current liability in 2017 are covered by current asset and appear to be sufficient. In 2017, the company has a high degree of liquidity with the ability to cover its current liability for the company rather than in 2022. As for quick ratio, in 2017, the ratio is 42.21, which is more than the company's quick ratio in 2022, which is equal to 1.69. In the end, we can conclude that as the current ratio and quick ratio increase, The company's liquidity also increased. If necessary, more assets can be quickly changed into cash. Thus, the degree of liquidity for the company from 2017 to 2022 to cover its current liability was decreasing.
Now we move to profitability ratio, where external users mainly focus on the potential investor are very concerned with these ratios as they want to measure the returns of investment of the business. For the profitability ratio of the Petronas company in the year 2017, first we have gross profit ratio, where the gross profit per net sales multiplied by 100. So 6,972 per 6,772 multiplied by 100, we can get 100%. Therefore, for every 1 ringgit of sales, the company is able to generate 1 ringgit gross profit. Second, we have net profit ratio, where the net profit per net sales multiplied by 100. So in this case, 6,223 per 6,972 multiplied by 100, we can get 89.26%. Therefore, for every 1 ringgit of sales, the company is able to generate 89 cents net profit. Third, we have return of capital employed, where earning before interest and tax per capital employed multiplied by 100. Capital employed can get by the total assets minus current liabilities. So, for in this case, we have 6,256 per 30,918 minus 87 multiplied by 100, we get 20.29%. Therefore, for every 1 ringgit of the capital used, the company is able to generate 20 cent operating profit. Fourth, we have return on assets, where the net profit per total asset multiplied by 100. So in this case, 6,223 per 30,918 multiplied by 100, we get 20.13%. Therefore, the company earns 20 cents for every 1 ringgit of assets. Now we move to 2022. Gross profit ratio, we got 90.72%. That's mean for every 1 ringgit of the sales, the company is able to generate 91% gross profit. For the net profit ratio in 2022, we got 96.76%. That's mean for every 1 ringgit of the sales, the company is able to generate 97 cents net profit. For return on capital employed, we get 15.29% as follow the formula. That's mean for every 1 ringgit of the capital used, the company is able to generate 50 cents operating profit. Lastly, for the return on assets, we got 14.49%. That's mean company earns 40 cents for every 1 ringgit of asset. Now we move to analysis of profitability ratio. Firstly, the change in the gross profit margin from 100% in the 2017 to 90.72% in 2022 indicates a decrease in the percentage of the revenue retained as the gross profit over the 5 years period. This indicates that the company retained a smaller portion of its revenue as gross profit in 2022 compared to 2017. The decrease may imply challenges in the managing production or acquisition costs. It could be due to increased cost of goods sold or other factors affecting the gross profit margin. Next, the change in the net profit margin from 89.26% in 2017 to 96.76% in 2022 indicates an improvement in the profitability of the company over the 5-year period. The increase from 89.26% to 96.76% suggests a positive growth in the net profit margin. This indicates that as a percentage of the revenue, the company retained more earning in 2022 compared to 2017. The rising net profit margin implies enhanced profitability for the company. The improvement may signify that the company has become more efficient in managing its costs and resources, leading to higher proportion of the revenue translating into the net profit. Last but not least, the change in the return of the capital employed from 20.29% in the 2017 to 15.29% in 2022 indicates a decrease in the percentage return generated by the company on its capital employed over the 5-year period. The reduction from 20.29% to 15.29% suggests a decline in the efficiency of the capital utilization. The company is generating a lower percentage return on the capital employed on its operation. The lower ROCE could indicate that the company is less effective in generating profit from the capital invested in its operation, reflecting potential challenges in the maximizing returns on investment. Lastly, the change in the return of assets from 20.13% in 2017 to 40.49% in 2022 indicates a decrease in the percentage return generated by the company on its total assets over the 5-year period. The decline from 20.13% to 40.49% suggests a reduction in the efficiency with which the company utilized its total asset to generate profits. It indicates a decrease in the proportion of the net income generated relative to the total assets employed.
Assalamualaikum and hi to Madam Jaizah. My name is ASMANIERA MURNI. So for today, I will explain about the efficiency ratio. So efficiency ratio is used to measure the efficiency of a business in managing its capital employed. In this ratio, the users of a financial statement are able to indicate how fast and efficient the business is in using its assets. Efficiency is usually measured relative to how much revenue is generated from a certain level of assets. Efficiency ratio encompasses inventory turnover, average collection period and total assets turnover. So for this task, we choose Petronas Chemical Group Berhad Company, we choose the year of 2017 and 2022 to make a comparison. Firstly, I will explain about inventory turnover, account receivable, collection period and total assets turnover of 2017. For 2017, the inventory turnover is 0 times. It means that within an accounting period, the company did not replace its average inventory. Secondly is account receivable collection period for 2017 is 2 days. It means that the company is able to collect its debt within a short time, which is 2 days of accounting period. Last but not least is total assets turnover. 2017 is RM23 cent. It means that for every one of average total assets, the company can generate 23 cents net sales. Next, I will explain about inventory turnover, account receivable collection period and total assets turnover of 2022. For 2022, the inventory turnover is more higher than 2017, which is 2.27 times. It means that within an accounting period, the company has replaced its average inventory 2.27 times. Secondly is account receivable collection period of 2022 is 7 days, which is longer than 2017. It means that the company is able to collect its debt within 7 days of the accounting period. Last but not least is total assets turnover. 2022 is RM56. It means that for every 1 ringgit of average total assets, the company can generate RM50 net. So for the last part is analysis efficiency ratio, talking about inventory turnover between 2017 and 2022. 2017, the company did not restock its inventory. Meanwhile, in 2022, the company restocked its inventory 2.27 times, which is higher than 2017. This is because in 2017, there is no demand for the product or poor sales, and also the marketing strategy of company is not good compared to 2022. The second one is account receivable collection period between 2017 and 2022 shows that in 2017, the company only took 2 days to collect its debts. Meanwhile, in 2022, the company took 7 days to collect its debts. The level of the company in 2017 is more efficient compared to 2022 as the company's receivable period is 5 days longer. So the last one is total assets turnover. A higher ratio implies better utilization of assets, while a lower ratio may suggest inefficiency in using assets to generate sales. In 2017, the company can generate sales revenue of RM23 cents compared to 2022. The company only generates sales revenue of RM50 cents. Company in 2017 is more efficient compared to 2022 because it can generate a higher ratio.
Assalamualaikum. I will explain the leverage of year 2017. At beginning, I started in debt ratio of 2017 and debt to equity ratio 2017. These two sample after I calculate, the first is debt ratio. The formula that I use is total liability divided with total asset multiply 100. The total asset for debt ratio given is 122 divided total asset is 3,918 multiplied in 100. The total get is 0.39%. And the second, the debt to equity. The debt to equity ratio 2017, the formula used is total liability divided shareholder equity multiply 100. The total liability is 122 divided 3,796 multiply 100. The total get is 0.14%. Thank you. Next, we go to leverage ratio for year 2022, in debt ratio 2022, and debt to equity ratio 2022. Started in debt ratio 2022, the formula used is still the same. It used the 5,710 divided 32,581 multiply with 100, and the total got it 70.53%, while in the debt to equity ratio 2022 still use the same formula. The RM 5,710 divided 26,871 multiply 100 and got total 21.25%. Move to leverage for 2017 and 2022 for time interest earned. The formula had used the earning before interest and tax divided interest expenses. The earning before interest and tax in 5,998 divided 377. The total gets 16 times, while the time interest earned by 2022 in 3,839 divided 962, the total get 4 times. We move to the analysis of leverage. Debt ratio, the comparison on different years show that in 2017, the ratio gets 0.39%. This show the ratio is low. It also means this company is not as efficient or as profitability. While in 2022 show 17.53% is more than 2017, but it's still company not rely on debt financing because it less than 50%. For debt to equity ratio, 2017 and 2022 show that for 2017, total liability divided by total equity ratio of 0.40%. For 2022, total liability divided by a total equity ratio of 21.25%. Lastly, time interest earned used for 2017 and 2022. For 2017, time interest earned of 16 times, then 2022, the time interest earned in 4 times. Thank you.
Back to me. So now I want to present about the conclusion. On conclusion, the investment holding company Petronas Chemical Group Berhad is involved the production, promotion and retailing of chemical goods. One business that fit the description of an oligopoly in a market system is Petronas. Besides, due to the fact that some of its products are being used in nations outside of Asia, including Egypt in Africa, Petronas has expanded both nationally and internationally since some of its early years. In spite of a difficult market climate, Petronas Chemical Group Berhad is continuing to expand on its operation and commercial excellence. Other than Petronas, the nation gains much from its goods and generate large revenue from them. So that's all for me. Thank you.